Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and the KC Cup is upon us. That means we gotta pull out the try-hard hats, examine what is up with Duel Links at the moment with the competitive decks, and it's actually incredibly simple. It is a back row meta, all thanks to Witchcrafters. They forced our hand, and here it is. So these are virtually the two best traps in the game right now. That's Karma Cut. Discard one card and target a monster your opponent controls. Gotta be face up. You banish it. And then we use Ultimate Providence to negate. Essentially, most of the time it's going to be this boy in your hand to negate a monster effect. It's these traps that are running the meta right now, guys. These traps stop virtually any deck that's going out there right now. So we're putting it in this deck you've probably ran into. It's very popular, it's very strong, and it's also very old, weirdly enough. It used to be kept in check by Elemental Sabers, who would bring out this boy, Cocteus, and then we'd have no means to get over him. But he has been since ban-listed, doesn't really see play anymore, so this deck is just running wild. I'm very confident you've seen it in your climbs. So let's talk about how mine is just a little different from how people usually play it. People are usually playing it over 20 cards, which is I don't think is a good idea when you're relying on switcheroo. And they're working in a lot of Cosmic Cyclones, but I really feel you should just focus on one path. You're either back row or you're back row hate. Back row hate is 3 Cosmic Cyclones, 2 Hate Grenades. Back row is Karma Cuts and Ultimate Providence. So those are the two camps running around right now. I wouldn't try to mix them. It makes your deck too situational. You're pulling traps when you need Cosmic Cyclones. You're pulling Cosmic Cyclones when you need traps. So on and so forth. So I keep it nice and slim, nice and tight, 20 cards. No Cosmic Cyclones needed because it's Volcanic Shell that's bringing out our switcheroo. Now, switcheroo has always been a competitive skill since its creation. It's a little harder to use now, but still sees competitive play. But one other little thing I do different in this deck is I run 2 Neos. You'll usually find people cannot make room for 2 Neos even with their 24 card decks. It absolutely confuses me. But here we are with 2 Neos. You get 2 Neos out consistently. I'm telling you right now, it's super easy. We also have Keeper of the Dragon Magic, which means a Neos in your hand usually isn't going to be a brick. It also helps your Neos get up there when other Neos are in the graveyard. You could get up to 2800 if you lose a Brave Neos and have both your Neos in the graveyard. You have a 2800 Neos. Doesn't sound like it makes a difference, but it actually does make a big difference. So then on top of that, we're using Shell to feed these traps. That's part of the big boy. But he's also Purgatrio, which is just an insane amount of damage. Insane amount of damage, because you're usually sitting on an Alistair to increase him by 1000. He attacks everything. He does Pierce. That's what makes this deck so ridiculous. It's just the back row as much as you want. Then you have easy offense just in little bundles for you. Essentially making this a tier 0 deck. It's a tier 0 deck because nothing runs Karma Cut and Ultimate Providence better, as well as having very easy offense. I'm likely to run Gokis because people are a little more unfamiliar with Gokis, but it's the same idea. Gokis fill this trap that needs all the hand requirement to discard and all that stuff, but they just don't have the kind of firepower like a Purgatrio. They are able to control the monster zones because people don't read, and Gokis can just get really big. But other than that, it's a lesser form. I feel it wins in the mirror match, Gokis that is, because, and it's not really a mirror match, I feel Gokis beats this deck because we use Silent Swordsman, and this obviously relies on spell cards for all its offense. So I'm going to run Gokis, but this is probably the closest to a tier 0 deck we've had in Duel Links in a very long time. Konami will definitely take note of it after the KC Cup, so get it in while you can, guys. If you like this deck, run the wheels off it in the KC Cup, I'm telling you right now, because Shell will be limited to 2. It will absolutely kill the deck. Run it to death out there. People are going to have ways around it. Top players are going to see this deck coming a mile away, and they're going to have ways around it. But it'll get you far, I can almost promise you. So do your variations. If you like Cosmic Cyclone, you want to go over 20 cards. It's not what I recommend, but by all means. So it's nuts, guys. If I ever needed a quick cog or just needed to get some quick wins in a row, you could just throw this deck and do it. But I'll for sure probably be running Gokis. Gokis have been doing me well these past 3 tournaments, so we're going to stick to that. Basically the same idea. But this deck, guys, like I said, tier 0, try it out. Hope you guys enjoy the replays, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Zane, making it look like we're the Zane, but we are not the Zane. We're going second. He's using Cyber and Dragon Mat and an Alexis sleeve. Pretty interesting. All I can do is set a monster. We have 2 Dragon Magic. That makes our Neos not so much a brick. We have both of our Neos fusions too, and you know we're going to use both of them. So we summon that first Elemental Hero Neos, throw the second one out of the deck, thinning the deck, keeping our boy on the field. That's the beauty of 2 Neos. Then we search a Volcanic Shell for good measure, just to feel that Divine Wrath. Boy set a core, hit him for 1800. That's why we went with the Neos first. We didn't want to give him too much of a Cyber style. He's going to summon a Cyber Dragon from his deck, which triggers a Dragon Veer to special summon alongside. Then he normal summons a core, does not use the core effect, goes straight into a fusion of a twin dragon. That means he likely knows I have some effect negation. Going for the monster who doesn't really have the effects. Destroys our Neos, destroys our Dragon Magic, but we have another Neos right there and another Neos fusion just waiting. We're going to switcheroo. Now use our shell again. We made sure to switcheroo first before we took that extra damage. We set the Karma Cut, normal summon the Dragon Magic, revealed to bring out another Neos. Look at this, guys. We get to keep the face-up Neos. We bring out a new Neos. Now the boy's going to resort to monster effects. It's not going to work out for him. So you can imagine if we kept one of the other Neos in the graveyard, we'd be at 2800 right there with that twin Neos. But we don't really got to worry. We stopped that Dragon Rampage, passed the turn, sitting on a live Karma Cut. He only has 1 card, and I know Cyber Dragons pretty well. They can't really touch you with 1 card, so boy scoops, great stuff. Alright, I don't know why it keeps putting me on top. That's pretty weird, but we're going second this time. Poor boy's trying to get that rank up. Not gonna happen for him. 2 Alistairs and a Shell. We're going second, so he has to go. Now this deck is supposed to be the counter to this deck, and we're still going to pull it off. He didn't start with his field spells, so not exactly optimal for him. But we're going to throw away an Alistair. We throw away an Alistair just to bring him back. Now we Neos Fusion. We throw away another Shell. Probably shouldn't have thrown away another Shell. Probably should have threw away a Keeper of Dragon's Magic. But we want to add that 3rd Shell to our hand. Now we're live and ready for Karma Cut, but we don't have the means to enact Switcheroo. So here we're going to go full into him. We'll even give him a Destiny Draw if he has it. And he does, but we're not scared with this Karma Cut. Normal summons an Alistair of his own. This is a move I love to do when fighting other Alistairs. He's going to try to steal our shell. We're going to Karma Cut his Alistair. That way, no Alistair for him to use. Completely waste his Invocation Summon. Adds Alistair back to his hand so he can try again next turn. But this turn we're going to get him. Or wait, are we? He has 2 Invocations. How do you make room for 2 Invocations in an E-Saber deck? Don't ask me, because it's probably not very good. So he gets his Purgatrio out. He didn't have an Alistair to throw onto his Purgatrio because we banished it. He had to just use one from his hand. All sorts of madness. Couldn't even get over our Brave Neos. So here we set Divine Wrath. We use an Invocation of our own. Bring out a Purgatrio of our own. Only difference here is we're going to have 2 Alistairs in our hand. And a Brave Neos also on the field, just for good measure. 2 Neos, guys. 2 Neos is so relevant. 2 Neos will see use, I'm telling you. Boom, we go 1 Alistair, we go 2 Alistair over the Purgatrio for a nice easy lethal. Don't even need our Neos goons on the sidelines. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are on the right side. There's a Yusei. We're going second against the boy. So this deck goes first or second. That's the most terrifying part about it. So Neos is not a brick in your hand when you have a Dragon Magic, guys. We're going to normal summon the Dragon Magic, throw away the Neos, get that Neos Fusion. Now we're going to bring that Neos... Oh, we should have brought that Neos back up. Probably just a misplay that we didn't there. So you're supposed to summon the Neos with your Dragon Magic. Now we're swinging with our Brave Neos get hit by a Dimensional Prison, so we just peck at him for 1800. We do have this Divine Wrath live, but he's not even using any monsters. So now we top deck Invocations, all bad. Now we bring out the Neos. Had we brought out the Neos last turn, probably would have hit this boy for lethal. We activate our Switcheroo thanks to our Shell. Throw away that Invocation back to the deck. Top deck another Karma Cut, that's what I'm talking about, because now we can use Alistair to just search the Invocation. But we are hit with a Divine Wrath, so no search for us. Still not a big deal. Like I said though, had we summoned that Neos first turn, last turn, this would have been an easy lethal. So even through a misplay, we're going to get this boy. He's trying to use Spirit Master. We're going to show him a Divine Wrath of our own. And he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Rex Raptor, even though it says we are Rex Raptor. We're going second. Boy's using Titan Showdown. We'll most likely use that for him. Maybe not this duel. So he's using Dark Contract with the Gate. That means he's those triple Ds. Searches that Pendragon. Uses that Slime. That's a Beowulf. Ends his turn. Not a big deal for us because we have so many traps. So we go straight Neos Fusion. Don't use the Neos from our hand. Set 3 traps. Get that Volcanic Shell. We're ready to go. We're not afraid of a bigger monster. We're going to hit him with some effect negation as soon as he tries to use that effect. We'll likely throw away the shell first. Beowulf is gone. That means he's going to take 1000 damage from his spell card. Spell card gives him a search of another Pendragon. Now he's going to summon his Night Howl. That brings out a Pendragon. That's a synchro of High King Alexander. That's a great target for a Karma Cut. Throw away that Neos. Karma Cut again. Volcanic Shell. We pulled all 3 of our Karma Cuts, guys. It's over for him. We're going to switcheroo that Volcanic Shell right into an Alistair. Tries to Wallow D. I misplay here. I should have used the Alistair. If I did use the Alistair, he'd only have 100 life points left, and he would die to his own spell card. So we could have beat this guy even faster. But we don't. We give him 100 life points. He's searching, trying to make more plays. It would be weird if he had a second King High Alexander. Brings out his Pendragon. Now his Night Howl. Brings out the Beowulf. All we gotta do is Karma Cut that Night Howl. Now we're not afraid of a little Pendragon. Destroys his own spell card. Neos Fusion stops us. We do take a hefty amount of Titan Showdown damage, but now we're out of that range. He only has 100 life points left, so we're gonna use Volcanic Shell. Get our Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Now guys, 2 Neos, guys. We get 2 Neos summons with our Neos Fusion. So we're gonna summon out that Neos from the graveyard, giving us the fuel for a Neos Fusion. That's our second Brave Neos on the field. Swing for exact lethal over that Pendragon. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's Bandy Keith. Or no, sorry, I don't know why we're on top. So we're fighting a Seto. We are Bandy Keith. He's using Black Wings. We're going first with a Karma Cut. Probably spells his demise. Now Dragon Magic can even throw away that Alistair because he can bring him right back up. All you do is reveal one of his extra deck monsters. Then you can set that Alistair. We use the Neos Fusion to get our boy Volcanic Shell into our hand to fuel this Karma Cut. And this is a start you'll see often. Here our boy's got a Cosmic Cyclone our Karma Cut. So that's a tough break for us, but we're still going to really get over these Black Wings. Let's go lower our Neos. Swing our Neos. All he has is a Squall and a Gale, so really not much of a turn for that boy. We top deck another Karma Cut, of course. Then we get that switcheroo right in place. We're going to switcheroo, likely the spell. Oh no, we choose a shell. It's pretty weird. Ultimate Providence. Now we're going to use our Invocation. Purgatrio's here. Alistair back in the hand. Invocation back in the deck. I think I didn't use the Alistair search because I didn't want to fall prey to any Blackwing close or anything like that. But as you saw, Defense Squall was an easy OTK for this deck. It's closest thing to tier 0, guys. I can't say it enough. It's a very strong deck. It's a very simple deck. You want to go first, you can go second. It's rare to have decks who thrive going first, so it's just nuts, guys. If you're not having fun in the KC Cup, try it out. If you can build it, try it out. It's going to be ban listed. It will be ban listed, I guarantee you. It's super popular. It's going to be super popular in the KC Cup. It will be ban listed, so make your memories now while you can, and I hope you guys enjoy it.